Hey everyone, my name is CurlyXP and I'm addicted to subscription boxes. I've been struggling with my addiction for a few years now. I started getting into it with food-based subscription boxes, which, as most people know, are regarded as a gateway subscription. Now, the first one that I tried was Gourmet Cheese of the Month Club. And it was just an experiment. I thought I would try it for a couple of months and then end my subscription. But it wasn't long before I started trying other subscriptions like HelloFresh, First Leaf, and Atlas Coffee Club. And it still felt pretty harmless at that point. But I started getting hooked on that feeling that you get when you first open a new subscription box for the first time. Just those first couple of seconds are just such a rush right before you realize that the portions are way too small, or that they use way too many sour cream packets, or that the actual products themselves are utter trash and not even worth the cost of the packages that they came in. But eventually, the handful of subscriptions that I did have just were not enough to satisfy this persistent craving that I had developed for overpriced knickknacks that would ultimately just take up space in my already cramped 600 square foot apartment. And from that point on, I just couldn't get enough subscriptions. I mean, I literally tried them all. I started with Green Chef, and then I switched to Home Chef and Sunbasket, and then Gobble. I did Trade Coffee and Temple Coffee at the same time, which is a really dangerous combination. I did Nutrafol, Date Night in a Box, Cause Box. I was even subscribed to Little Passports at one point. And I don't even have kids. I mean, you name it. I was probably subscribed to it at one point. But it just wasn't sustainable. I was spending hundreds of dollars each month on subscription boxes alone. I was going through 3 to 4 packages a day. There was cardboard scattered everywhere throughout my apartment. And I realized that I had a problem when one day I tried making a normal dinner that didn't come out of the subscription box, and found myself genuinely struggling to put a real meal together without an accompanying set of printed instructions that I could blindly follow along with. I ended up with vastly wrong proportions of totally incompatible ingredients, and the dish came out undercooked because I forgot to actually cook it. That's when I knew I needed help. So I joined the Sober Friends Club, which is a subscription box service that helps inspire a sober lifestyle through worthless products and content. I started limiting my package deliveries so that they arrive only on the weekend, whereas before I was sometimes even receiving boxes in the middle of a workday. I even started a 12-step program. I walk all 12 steps to the local shop around the corner to buy food now. But it's really opened my eyes to the fact that subscription boxes have become something of an epidemic in America. You see the advertisements on TV for some of these subscriptions, but they don't talk about the dangers. They just want to entice you with seductive images of attractive people looking cool while using their services. But they don't tell you that once you start a subscription, it is very hard to quit. They make it extremely difficult through various offers and discounts that they keep pushing. I mean, I'm still getting ads in the mail from services that I quit months ago, asking if I want to renew my subscription. And it is very hard to resist some of these offers. But I just have to rein myself in and remember my mantra. God, grant me the wisdom to know the difference between products of actual value and cheap garbage. Give me the courage to go to the store and exchange all the things that I don't need for store credit, and and the serenity to accept things that I cannot exchange.